Hey guys, so we're going to do a quick lesson using some of this stuff to do proofs. Again, we're only going to do fill in the blank proofs, but I do want to make sure that we've done a few so that way you're good with them and you're able to fill in some blanks. So this is all on triangle congruence. I'm going to skip the first three because I feel like those are some of the easier ones and I want to give you, a chance to try those on your own. And I'll do some of the harder ones with you on the second page. So I'm actually going to do number 4 and number 5 with you. All right, so let's do number 4 first. You always start with what you're given. So it says angle N and angle Q are right angles. That's given to us. We're going to go ahead and mark that in our picture. So they told us they're right angles, and that was given. Okay. And then it says triangle ONP, and triangle PQO are blank triangles. Well, they are right triangles because of the definition of a right triangle is it has a right angle. Then it says reflexive property. They use the reflexive property. And remember, your reflexive property says something equals itself. So it's going to say OP, right? That side is congruent to OP. And what that's really saying is OP in this triangle is the same as OP in this triangle. I know it seems like a silly thing to write out, but you do have to say that reflexive property. And then they have NO, we'll give it 2 tick marks, is congruent to PQ. Where did they get that? Well, it was given again. So sometimes givens can be kind of peppered throughout your proof whenever you happen to need them. And understand what we wanted to prove. That should always be where you wind up. We wanted to prove triangle ONP was congruent to triangle PQO. And did we? Yeah, we did. They're congruent by hypotenuse. They have a hypotenuse in common and a leg. They're congruent by hypotenuse leg. So remember, the reasons triangles are congruent. The reasons triangles are congruent are side, 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 angle, side, angle, side, angle, 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 side, and then today we learned hypotenuse leg was another one. So you only have 5 ways. All right, this one, I see some parallel lines. So what should be popping up in your mind is parallel lines cut by a transversal, alternate interior angles are equal, alternate exterior angles are equal, all that stuff we learned about parallel lines. So the first one says ST is parallel to RU. And that was given. And then it said if lines are parallel, alternate interior, it should have just said alternate interior angles theorem. So you want to name your alternate interior angles. So if lines are parallel, alternate interior are congruent. So angle STR is this angle right here, should be congruent to angle URT or TRU, doesn't matter. URT. Because of alternate interior angles. Next one says the other lines are parallel. So SR, we'll give it 2 arrows, is parallel to TU. SR is parallel to TU. Again, that was given. That was given. And then it gives us angles. Angle SRT, give it 2 rainbows, is congruent to UTR, give it 2 rainbows. Why are they congruent? Again, alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. Understand what you want to prove. You want to prove these 2 triangles are congruent. My last step is I would point out that RT was congruent to itself, RT. And again, what you're saying is RT in this triangle is the same as RT in this triangle. I don't know where that little thing's coming from. Let me get rid of that. There it goes. So RT is congruent to RT. That was that reflexive property. This is going to pop up a lot in these proofs. Reflexive property. So why are the 2 triangles congruent? Again, that should be your last step. Prove the triangles are congruent. So we're going to say yes, they're congruent. SRT is congruent to UTR, right? That's what they wanted us to prove. Why are they congruent? By angle, side, angle. Angle, side, angle. So again, proofs are just the logic way of going through the steps, right? What made you get to the point that these two triangles are congruent? So you're actually going to finish up these problems. So you got 4 more to do on your own. Again, follow the process. When you see, let's kind of breeze through these real quick. When you see vertical angles, you know you're going to be telling me 2 vertical angles are equal. All right, that's what vertical angles theorem is. When you see that reflexive property, you're going to be telling me something equals itself. When you see the word bisects, you're going to be telling me 2 things are equal. If they're bisected, you have 2 equal pieces. Same thing with midpoint. When you see midpoint, 2 equal pieces. So start looking for that stuff while you're going through. Also mark in your pictures, just like I did. Your pictures should have markings on them. So if they give you information, mark it on your picture. If they tell you 2 sides are equal, give them tick marks. If they tell you 2 angles are equal, give them rainbows. And mark your stuff on your picture. All right, so finish this up and get it done. Turn it in.